Lori Finkelstein is with us live via telephone. Her daughter is the founder of Team Peri. Team Peri Foundation is dedicated to the art of stepping out of line. Sometimes stepping out of line can be messy and chaotic. Sometimes it's fraught with disaster. Sometimes it's done with grace. Learning to embrace facing the unknown and venturing outside the norm is how you challenge and ultimately discover your full potential. The Team Peri Foundation. We met Peri at a bowling event must be 6-7 years ago. And Team Peri Foundation is a not-for-profit founded by a young woman named Peri Finkelstein with a rare form of muscular dystrophy. She uses an electric wheelchair. She has seen firsthand the amount of injustice and bias that exists, and they try their hardest to bring disability inclusion awareness everywhere, the corporate sector, healthcare industry, to everybody they can reach. They actually have an event coming up this Sunday, a bowl-a-thon out in Woodmere. We'll talk about that in a moment. They have supported some amazing causes, including their foundation has supported some amazing causes, including some very dear to our community, such as High Lifeline, Team Lifeline, and Camp Simcha. Lori Finkelstein, a pleasure to welcome you to JM and the AM.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate being here.
You have an amazing daughter, but I guess you know that, right?
I know, and sometimes, frankly, it's a little overwhelming because she has drive and ambition that I know my husband and I really never had growing up, so we don't know where she got it from. But she's pretty amazing, and she's always pushing herself.
It is remarkable, and obviously, those of us in whatever you want to call it, normal, regular, situations are generally not aware of the encounters that people in her situation, in her case, a rare form of muscular dystrophy, face when they're in the general public. And I guess as her mother, you could attest to the fact that sometimes it's very difficult, the relationships, the transitions, the dealing with people who are not fully understanding just how much she's suffering physically. I'm sure you've seen all of this up close and personal.
Yes. I mean, Peri's 25 years old, and we've been on quite a journey going from being a mom to her with a child. I have 2 older children, and this is, a child I have who everything was totally different. She never hit any mark or any milestone that she was supposed to hit. So from 25 and on, it was a whole new world for me, and I did not always accept it gracefully. As you can imagine, it was pretty tough. But along the way, we've learned an incredible amount, and we've had a lot of help and some really wonderful people and organizations who helped Peri and our family. And one of them, of course, being High Lifeline, Team Lifeline, which really showed Peri at the Camp Simcha, which, is the happiest place on earth, that she is able, not just able, but she was encouraged to step out of line and be her own person. And I think that's where it all started, that she knew she had something special and she could use it.
Lori Finkelstein's with us, Peri's mom, talking about Team Peri. And once she realized that she had that capability of stepping out and, accomplishing things, then all of a sudden it seems like there were no limits. It seems like everything that she could have pursued or wanted to pursue, she was already on the road to doing.
Right, but it was a lot of hard work. I know when she hit college and she went to Adelphi University undergraduate, and then she got her MBA from there as well, she realized how far she could go. She was in a leadership program at Adelphi, and she didn't understand at first why she was there. And then she realized that she had a voice, not a voice that she could use, let's say, on the radio, which is why I'm talking with you, but a voice on her computer, on her phone, that she's able to use her words. And now, at this point, she has a thriving podcast where we've had, I think, over 117 podcasts she produced and has online. And it's all about how people have stepped out of line in their life. And it's inspired by the actor Al Borstein, who had done a great show, as we all know, Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and she had accepted an Emmy and talked about her grandmother who survived the Holocaust because she stepped out of line, and she encouraged everybody to step out of line. Peri heard it, took it to heart, started the podcast, and we actually had Alex on our podcast. I think she was maybe 99, number 99. And then that inspired Peri to do a TED Talk, which just came out a little over a month ago, with Mayim Bialik being the narrator to it, to give Peri her voice. So Peri's taken her foundation and done keynote speaking, and basically has started a community of everyone, not just people with disabilities, who are stepping out of line. And I think she's able to inspire people from her work and the way she lives her life. She doesn't just say, let's inspire, let's do this. Just the way she lives and conducts herself and pushes the limit is how she can do that.
Unbelievable.
It's incredible.
The whole thing is unbelievable. Team Peri, by the way, folks, is P-E-R-I. Team Peri, P-E-R-I. The Team Peri Foundation is all over social media. You can just search for it. The podcasts are available at teamperi.org. If you want information about speaking engagements, sponsorships, donations, the events, everything that's going on with Team Peri, it's all there on the website, teamperi.org, teamperi.org. And Lori, this Sunday you got another bowl-a-thon. You got another big bowling event for Team Peri. This event, which is happening at 5 o'clock at Woodmere Lanes out in the Five Towns, it very simply supports the foundation and its work, right?
Yes, that's correct. We always have a good turnout. We have a lot of fun selling raffle tickets. You can find out more information on our Instagram account. Just look up Team Peri Foundation. And you could always message us at ask@Team Peri, team, and then PERI.org, and we can send you that information as well. We are hoping to raise at least $12,000, and we're pretty much on the road to that. And this money is to support our current project, which is called the Peri Project, where, in essence, Peri has realized that the caregivers in hospitals, parents of children who are in hospitals, or sisters, brothers who are with their siblings or children in a hospital for a long term, are mentally getting exhausted and need some kind of pickup. And Peri decided that she wanted to focus on these caregivers. And we've been delivering kits and bags and love to, so far we did NYU Langone at Mineola, and we did Cohen's Children last week, and we already have Stony Brook Child Life Hospital in conjunction, I believe, with the Ronald McDonald Center in Stony Brook, and we plan on hitting every hospital in the New York area, particularly ones who have helped Peri.
Well, I'll tell you, as somebody who has had some, experience during my lifetime hanging out in hospitals for different situations, and I'm sure, obviously, you have for obvious reasons. I always describe it that for the caregiver in the hospital, it is a draining experience, and anything that can be done to help them out is a big boost. And obviously, Peri thought of this, and now she's doing everything in her power to help them out.
Right. I mean, she's done this. We've done toy drives. We've done, even perm baskets we would give to the hospital, whether somebody is obviously Jewish or not. When they receive a basket on perm time, it gave them such a lift to know that somebody's thinking of them. And I, as you know, spent months in the hospital with Peri, and it's draining, exhausting, and you have other children, and not everybody has an organization who's going to bring them food. So just something, we've donated gift cards to DoorDash, Get a Meal on Team Peri, just to give somebody some light in the hospital. And that is exactly the project right now that we're focusing on. Peri has raised $1 million for other nonprofits, and she's raised $50,000 for a scholarship at Adelphi. And this project right now is what we are focused on. It's an amazing project, and all the proceeds from the bowling event are going to the Peri Project.
Team Peri Bowl-A-Thon is this Sunday starting at 5 p.m. at Woodmere Lanes. Information on the website, teamperi.org. As Lori just said, it funds this brand new project that Peri has undertaken. Raffle information is there on the site. As Lori said, you can go to the Instagram account, find the raffle information, a whole bunch of info regarding Team Peri in general. And the website has everything that we've been discussing, including an opportunity to donate and support the cause. And I remember the first time we met Peri, My wife and I met her at one of your bowling events in Manhattan, and we were so impressed with the incredible work that she's doing. I'm so glad she reached out to us to get you on the air, because whatever we could do to help out, we're very anxious to do so. And I hope the event goes well Sunday, and I hope that please send her our best, and I hope that the foundation continues to grow with amazing success.
Thank you so much. So appreciate this. Really, thank you so much, Malcolm. You're wonderful.
I appreciate that. My pleasure. Send our best to Peri. Team Peri, everybody. Team Peri, PERI.org. Check it all out. Buy some raffle tickets. If you're in Woodmere Sunday, head to the event. Contact them through the website or through social media, and you could follow up on all of Peri's projects. More coming up. You're listening to a Thursday morning edition of JM in the AM.